Hey guys, welcome to Stay Topical. Nate here with Miss Darby and Strange Wang, and today we're reacting to the official trailer, retro-reacting to the official trailer for 1950s Harvey.
I hope we're retro-reacting, because that's a long time ago.
It's true.
70 years, right? Right? Yeah. 71.
Yeah. Hey.
But
very good.
They didn't have social media then. But we do now, and you do if you're watching this video, so go to the description box below. Subscribe to all of our social media links. Follow us on Twitter, the Instagram, the works. And that Ko-fi account, drop some money in there. Because like James Stewart in this movie, he's a very nice guy. And he would drop money in the Ko-fi account to help out this channel to grow. Because this is our dream. And I also have a drunk. I'm also a drunk, and I have a best friend that's a rabbit. He's not the rabbit, though. His name's not Harvey either. But, yeah.
We predict you'll greet Harvey with laughter and rousing applause. How do we know? Because for 5 long years, audiences did just that on Broadway with the most talked about Pulitzer Prize winning comedy of our time.
I didn't know that.
And now at last, Harvey comes to the screen, better, richer, funnier than it ever was on the stage. Starring James Stewart as Elwood P. Dow, America's most amiable citizen, with hilarious Josephine Hull and a grand cast. And once again, the critics are raving. Says Luella Parsons.
I agree.
And Walter Winchell.
Thanks, Walter.
And Hedda Hopper.
So that told you absolutely nothing. So to sum up the movie, the nicest guy in the world. He's also a drunk. People think he's crazy, and he sees a giant rabbit. That's not there. Which is why I think he's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's got James Stewart in it, the most endearing actor of all time.
I can't argue that. That's
Only rival to Tom Hanks. And if they was in the same era, there'd be no comparison. So I love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies of James Stewart. James Stewart, this is actually his favorite film. You gotta take the man's word for it. I love it. This trailer, it just this reminds me of like a trailer that comes out after the movies came out. Like, oh, that's the Oscar best winner, you know? It's like won all these awards. So that's the only thing the trailer did was like it flexed on us. So
yeah,
cool. But whenever I have my next kid, good old number 5, I'm just gonna pick out one of these names from these old movies. Edward P. Dow. What a great name. Even the writers and stuff, the critics.
it's a name.
Incredible names.
It's a name.
Is this true?
Yeah. So I think that something interesting about this is like, you know, in terms of the trailer not telling anything about the story. So it was based on a wildly popular Broadway show, right?
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently. So audiences at this time probably already knew the story.
Apparently.
So, you know, it makes sense they didn't feel the need to dive into that. You know, for me, who has not seen the movie, I kind of wish they had. Although, I got the Strange Wang version of the story, which was actually a halfway decent synopsis. But what I think is really interesting about this is movies have been being compared to their source material since the 1950s. And one of them even pointed out that it achieved the impossible. It's better than the play.
That there's impressive.
So Harvey has to be good because it managed to be better than its source material.
When it comes to films from this time period, I love the trailers where it's like, this movie was made for joy and entertainment. Come watch it. Like, it's just so wholesome. I know nothing about the movie, but I would have gone to see it back then. Because I think that is the thing to point out. There's a lot of, like, there's a lot that goes into making movies, but they also are for people's, like, enjoyment. And for people, I don't know, to get to... Yeah.
Well, I think that's a really good point because in the 1950s, people had like a way different idea of like entertainment,
Yes.
right? Like you couldn't just be entertained on your phone whenever you wanted, or like, you know, you couldn't even really just go to the movies whenever you wanted. It was like a weekend, like planned event, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is a really cool point that that's how they marketed like these movies. And I think wholesome is a great word because I don't think there's a better word to describe James Stewart than wholesome. Like, or endearing. They're like kind of hand in hand, you know?
I mean, for the most part, there's some roles, like kind of one hand, where he's not your typical James Stewart.
Yeah, but you got to show up the acting chops. You got to break the typecast.
For sure, but like for what he's known for, this like fits right there in him with it. It's incredible.
So he's endearingly wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know.
He has a paint gnome with a rabbit. Incredible stuff. But tell me down below how great Harvey is. If you don't think Harvey's great, well, I'm going to smack you one. I'll give you my address and you can fly out to see me and I'll right across your forehead. Because if you hit someone in the forehead, it's less likely to leave a mark. And that means no jail time. Because I got probation. Crazy stuff in Strange Wang's life. But tell us all that down below. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a